look at that. That's beautiful. And look at that alligator lines. It is a little bit crazy. Oh, that's beautiful.
Hi guys, my name is Anna and I'm into the binary options trading. That's a little bit windy because I'm in Dubai Resort and I'm at the Lamborghini. So guys, if you want to know more, if you want to get more results, profits, knowledges, you can just proceed to my Telegram link, to my Telegram channel where I post 12 signals per day and you can use it and get the same.
Hi guys, here's Rihanna and Quotex platform. We're going to be trading again and again and again. I'm going to be investing my 5 years of experience into all of that strategies and tradings. Let's see the results. Let's get it on. 1 minute, of course, going to be the time frame. This is a tiny bit. Starting some, this is going to be not so much this time, but we gotta see how we're going to be maximize it and what we can have in the end of it. How this strategy gonna turn us into somebody with the nice bank. The marker gonna be the first indicator indicator, and it's going to be 3 indicator based strategy, going to be the classy one, because starting with that sum I need something that is going to be perfectly working. So here we are with the alligator, in most of the cases nicely working for us. And periods, just to see all of that combined and reacting. Guiding line is a little bit thicker than any other, but if I'm being honest, in most of the cases I check the combination of all of the lines. So the marker, rate of change, and the alligator, 2 below chart, 1 on chart indicator is going to be classic combination. Let's go. So nicely, easily, and going. I think we're going to be rising. You can see that with the alligator lines, and we have some specific period for that seen green line that we are actually having, and right there it is kind of precisely working as maybe not a moving average. It's not exactly like that, but it is repeating the chart that we are actually having and nicely showing us what's going on, what's going to be. I don't think and I don't see that we have so clear and specific signs that we're going to be rising from all of the indicators, because if you're going to be at the rate of change, it is a little bit like we're going to be getting downward. The market better, it is better. I'm just saying that about how we can read it, how we can fast and clear to see what we actually going to have. The alligator line started to cross, and there's the disadvantage of that period of this green line, because it is not so, I don't know, it's not so combined to that 2 lines that we have, because in most of the cases we are looking for some combination of it, just as I told you. I don't know why, but we have some innovation and we don't have the profit right here on chart. This is not very convenient, and I hope it's just temporarily, then we're gonna have all that back. So let's go. Raise it firstly, and that's kind of the same one. I must say this is the same one, and I hope we have the same result of it. Let's see. By now it's all fine. We started with this downward trend already, but I think this time that we actually have left gonna be way enough, to finish that as the profit, just the profit. I'm still expecting this, like you won right there on chart, and I'm a little bit confused with that. So if I get lost in it, don't get mad. Here we are starting to get downward. I'm gonna raise the bat, and I think that's the bottom, or we are somewhere close to the bottom. I know that alligator lines, all of them get crossed, and rate of change and the market went downward, but we are already, especially with the rate of change and plus the market also, if I'm being honest, a little bit like we gotta get going. It was really fast falling. You can see the longest orange candles and the 10-second candles, and I think we need the fast going. Look at that alligator lines. It is a little bit crazy. I am not recommending maybe if that's your first time or just very few attempts to use that indicator, adjust that, I don't know, that differently and have that periods change that much, because the class indicator is kind of nicely working, and sometimes trying to improve it is making it a little bit worse than it is. That's already, we are already investing like 500. Rate of change and the marker a little bit flat. They are in the middle of its own charts almost. The marker more like getting upward, and I think this is the end of that. We had kind of long rising, and I do expect that's going to be the falling. Even if it's not going to be the big falling, we can expect some small falling because we have this pattern and we can see that, and maybe 1 minute it's going to be way enough of that. But look at that. That's beautiful. Go with the orange candles. Go with the orange candles. Go with the orange candles. Oh, anyway, that was just fine. That was just fine. That was it. Like, all of the alligator lines were like, we gotta get crossed. And in a second, it is changed. With the 10 seconds candle, everything actually happens kind of rapidly. And here we are. 1,000 with the last dot. That's already 1,000 to get in last dot. The bottom, I think that's the bottom. I think that's the bottom, and we gotta be getting upward. The thing is how we can actually believe that's the true bottom, because before we had some tiny risings and it never went way upward and it was kind of short. I don't know, maybe because the lines of the alligator are closer than it was before. Maybe because with the marker and the rate of change you can see some changes. But the rate of change, actually the first one that it gave us, like, it's not gonna be for so long, this downward trend. It's already not so striving because we started to get a tiny bit but more upward, and maybe that was the perfect sign. Maybe that what actually gave me that impression that we're gonna be and rising. Oh, that's beautiful. Almost 2,000 just at the end of it, when we started like 5 bets ago with the 100. That's beautiful, and that's quick. And that's it. I am excited. I like this one. I cannot say that it was the easiest, and maybe that adjustments with the alligator was a little bit odd and extra, but anyway, I don't know. It seems like that was a nice one. And I got the results I'm satisfied with. So that's fun.